Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. We're here today to talk about Ready to Love. All right, let's just talk about the elephant in the room real quick. Let's just get the obvious out the way. I feel like crap, but at least my throat isn't as bad as it was before. They said I had strep throat. It's not, you know, COVID or anything like that. It was negative for that, but it has turned into an all around it's just awful, but at least I can talk so I can make my video because we got some stuff to talk about. I'm not gonna jump ahead, but y'all, Sabrina, ma'am, yes, ma'am, she did that. And I want to say thank you to my new subbies. Thank you guys so much. If you have not already, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. And you know what? I'm about to steal this from somebody. I can't remember who, but she said, please consider subscribing. And I just thought that was so mannerable. And since I consider myself mannerable as hell, I'm going to use that from now on, okay? So if you have not already, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate it. All right, let's get into it, guys. All right, you guys. So the episode starts off with Sydney and Phil, and she looks cute as usual. They give each other compliments, very nice. He tells her something about their first date. She's like, "Oh yeah, that was a good one. I really liked you." And then she says something about his voice being deep, and she said it was deeper then. And I'm like, that's because you only liked him because he didn't pay you attention, sis. And now that he's paying you attention, his voice didn't change. He don't sound the same. Watch, this is not gonna work, you guys. I don't think she really likes him like that, and he didn't start off liking her like that, but he may like her now. We'll see, especially after what happened with Shiloh. So, long story short, and you guys, I'm going to have to try to condense some of this because the more I talk, the more I have to cough, and I have to keep doing these jump cuts and stopping. So, I apologize in advance. But basically, she asked him about what happened with Shiloh. He explained, and she said, "Oh, I don't feel any different towards you or whatever. I knew that nothing was really going on." All right, great. All right, so then they all show up to this last brunch, waiting for nephew Tommy to come, and we have Sabrina and Walter talking, and he's doing all this talk about the universe showing him what he needs to see, and she's looking at him like, really, really. And in her confessional, she's like, "Listen, I like Walter. He is still inconsistent. So basically, his mouth is saying one thing, and his actions are saying something different." So she says she's really not feeling that. All right, nephew Tommy comes, and they clap for him. Y'all, that would get tired for me. Like, I'm not gonna keep clapping for no man walking into the room, honey, no. But they clap for him. He looks nice as usual. Nephew Tommy always got it together. And he tells them that they've come to the end or whatever, and he's done with them at this point, but they have to meet the guy's family. And y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, did they always do all of this meeting though? I mean, I know they meet the exes, they meet some people, whatever, but I feel like this season has been nothing but meet your family, meet his family, meet my family, meet that family. Like, why are we meeting so many goddamn people? I am tired of meeting people. I want to eliminate people. Let's do that. All right, so we start out the dates with Thick Ass Frank. He is dating Wig, and he's also dating Sydney. So he takes Wig to meet his cousins. One of them is a little girl and a guy. And apparently, they're like his siblings, because I guess he doesn't have siblings. And they meet Mumin. She's asking about family and things like that. They meet Sydney. She's very bubbly. And when they leave after both dates, he asks who they're feeling. And they both like Wig because she's more family oriented, although they did think that Sydney had a really good personality. You know what? I did too. After this date, I see that Sydney does have a good personality, where she could be, you would think because of the way she talk and everything, she would be kind of snobbish. I feel like she's down to earth. She's cool. She's on some bullshit, but she's cool people. All right, so Sabrina is on her way to meet Phil's family, and it's I think his grandmother and his auntie, no, his sister. And I did not see this part yesterday, so this will be my reaction because I have not seen this part. Y'all, I am not feeling that wig in Sabrina's confessional. I cannot stand that blonde wig. She don't need it, and thank God she didn't wear that to go meet them. But y'all, his family look like they are not about the nonsense, so I cannot wait to get into it. Oh my God, y'all. Before Sabrina got there, they were grilling Walter about her, where she's from, this and that, or whatever. So as soon as she sits down, the sister is like, "So where are you from?" Walter's dumbass said Virginia. She said, "So I was born in Seoul, Korea." When I tell you, his sister's head snapped and looked at him, and they were like, "Oh, that is totally different from what he said." She's like, "What did he say?" He said, "Well, I just said you're from Virginia." And I'm like, proof that he is just not into her. Like, he don't even know where she's from. And sister picked up on it right away. Well, both of them, actually. Oh, my God. Sister asked, "What do you see in Walter?" And she gives this, "Oh, my God, when I first saw him, his aura." And when she said that, sister's head snapped again, looking at grandma like, is she really trying to give us this bullshit, like aura? And they just let her talk. And when she finished, sister was like, "Okay, that's good." Girl, these people are not feeling her. Mm-mm. Or I just don't think they feel in this relationship. Yeah, Sabrina's a smart cookie. She asked them, "How is Walter in relationships?" And they tell her that Walter is really affectionate, and if he really likes you, he's really focused on you. And in the confessional, Sabrina says she's asked that question because Walter has not been affectionate with her. She's like, all the other couples are really touchy feely. He doesn't do that with her, and she was just trying to see if that's kind of how he is or what. And now she sees that, yeah, that's not how he is. He's normally, I guess, touchy feely according to his family. And yeah, she's just trying to feel him out in terms of if he's really feeling her, because she's not getting what the other girls are getting. All right, so when Sabrina leaves, he asks the family what they think. Sister says she's a little different from what you used to. And you guys, we got to think back to Walter's ex. And this girl had these super long, what were they, orange, thinking it like she was ghetto fab. And I think that's what he likes. I really do think Walter likes a wild girl. He's a little more subdued or whatever, but excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna cut that out, you guys. It's just too much. Um, but I think, yeah, Sabrina's a little too old for him and too laid back for him. Anyway, they talked about having kids. She said she had her first kid at 37. I don't really think she's interested in having any more. Walter's old ass needs to just give it up too. Dude, sorry, but your time is gone. Just forget it. No, no kids. Okay, that's not nice. If you want to have kids, he can have kids, but not with Sabrina. She's too old. Okay, no, that's not true. Yeah, let me shut up. All right, so we have Dante's non-talking ass and Aisha. She's not there yet, but he's hosting, and it's his brother and his cousin, and his place is nice. He's giving me metrosexual. I like the way he's getting the mimosas done. He's cooking. I ain't mad at all that, but of course he's just not my favorite. Like, I still feel like he's a nobody, but that's fine. I like him and Aisha together. So he's telling them about her before she comes. All right, so Aisha shows up. She looks cute. She looks so much better in black hair. And y'all, her body, Aisha's body is bad. I'm sorry. You can't say nothing bad about her body. But that blonde, she needs to just give it up. She looks so much better with black hair. You guys, I just want Dante's brother to close his shirt. Like, why is your shirt half open? Like, no one wants to see that. No one likes that. It's not the 80s. Close your goddamn shirt. Anyway, they sit on the couch. They're grilling her about, what happens if they get together. And she's kind of old-fashioned where she wants the man to take care of the bills and everything. And she's like, if you want to throw me a bill or two. And the guys are like, a bill or two? What about 50-50? She's like, nah. Dante's brother's like, well, you could tell he was bothered by that. My mom was a single mom and she did everything. Hell, this girl's a single girl right now and she's doing everything. Listen, if she wants to be traditional and old school, then let her get somebody who don't have a problem with that. Obviously, perhaps Dante can't handle the whole thing. We don't know. But Dante didn't seem too bothered by it. She just kind of explained it off as she wants to be the girl. Excuse me. She wants to be soft and everything and, let the man be the man. Okay, I mean, that works. The only thing that they're not even looking at is, even though she's saying this girl, to my knowledge, has her own business. Like, I think she owns a beauty shop, doesn't she? Unless I'm wrong. How ironic if she owns a beauty shop. But if she owns her own shop and she's an entrepreneur, obviously she's into making money and she's not trying to just sit home. So kind of weigh the options, guys. All right, so she did say her salon. So she does own a salon. So Dante's brother can take his 50-50 ass on somewhere. Because, yeah, he looked really irritated at that part. She basically was saying how she wants to cook and clean and love on him. All right, beautiful. All right, so Sydney and Phil has his aunt and his cousin. Y'all, his cousin looks very familiar, and she says she's not from there. I guess she flew in for this. Where is she from? Is she from Chicago? Because when I tell you, she looks super familiar, but her face, she wasn't trying to give it up. I won't say she wasn't feeling Sydney, but she just wasn't very. She had resting bitch face for sure. Um, it's funny when Sydney came, his aunt is like, "Oh, she's very pretty, Phil." Like they're surprised that Phil can get somebody pretty. So they get to asking Sydney about Thick Ass Frank, and she's telling them how her and Frank get along really well. They go out, they have like kind of the same friend circle, and Phil is just calm and her calmness. They like that. Okay, fine. I just didn't like the way when she got up to leave, she was just like, oh, well, I have a very hard decision to make. His aunt did her head like, what? Like, that's not what you say when you leave. Okay, you have another guy there, but just be like, it's very nice to meet you guys or whatever. But the fact that she brought up Thick Ass Frank in terms of leaving, girl, bye. All right, so in the spirit of condensing, we are now down to them meeting up and choosing. They did this whole thing where they were like, oh my God, who's Sydney gonna choose? Who's walking up for Frank? And turns out that Sydney chose Phil. Great. Frank chose Wig. Great. It's just so funny because Wig, I don't know what she had on. Like, it's colors that I would never put together. I'm not saying it looked awful, but it was just a lot. And her in those heels trying to walk in that sand. I was like, why y'all do it like that? But yeah, they did this whole suspenseful thing before commercials and stuff. And yeah, I was really into it. Like, I really wanted to know what was going on. And you know how you get mad because you just want it to be over. And so you just start hating. I'm like, they doing too much. But it's only because I really want to know who these people was picking. All right, Dante and Aisha picked each other too. Again, she looked cute in her royal blue dress. Royal blue is my color right this second, so yay. And her hair looked cute up like that or whatever. Like, if she can pick some decent wigs, it make her look so much better. Let's get to the real shit, you guys, because I'm getting tired of talking. I'm ready to get off. Sorry, but y'all got my life from this scene with Sabrina and Walter. Got my life. All right, so Walter gets there. He's waiting for Sabrina. She comes in this flowy dress. She looks really pretty as usual. And he starts telling her why he chose her. And he just goes off into this whole bullshit. Y'all, this gave me my life because Sabrina played this to a T. Okay? She knew the whole time that he was bullshitting her. And she's not his type. She's too old for him. She's too calm for him. He wasn't giving her anything, but she played the game with him. He's only playing this game so that he could go to the end. Fine, perhaps she wanted to go to the end too, or perhaps she just wanted to play the game with him because she let him get all of his shit off. Go ahead, say all that shit. And she ends up saying, you were never consistent. You, like, when I tell you everything she was throwing at him, his face just, oh my God. And I loved every minute of it because you can't tell Walter, he is not just the zaddy of all zaddies. Like, you just cannot. All the women swoon for him. He has a way with words. He plays on the sympathy card and everything. Walter was the only one standing there with nobody, and I loved it. I loved it because that's what he gets, because he's full of shit. He wasn't feeling none of these people. He just wanted to be here. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think any of these people are really feeling their significant others now. I just think they all want to play the game, but that's what we are faced with every season here. I don't feel like none of these people ever like each other. That's why they don't end up together. But yeah, that's the end. Got my life. Sabrina, my girl. I was very proud of her. Good job, Sabrina. And I cannot wait until the reunion. Like, I just can't wait till next week to see what's going to happen. To see her running off the stage and all that. Girl, you didn't even have to come because they was trying to get rid of you from day one. So I don't know what you're so affected by, ma'am. But we'll wait until next week to talk about all that. And she's from Chicago, so I can't clown her too much, but it's just too much. If you are still here, thank you so much. This was a struggle, and I'm sorry I complained. I struggled. I stopped and coughed about 1 billion times, like I'm about to do right now. But thank you. I appreciate you guys. If you have not already, please subscribe. Again, I want to say welcome to the family, the beautiful family, to my new subbies. I appreciate you guys. And I watched that other show that came on after. Was it Listing New Los Angeles or something like that? Yeah, I can't. Like, I just feel like it's just phony. I feel like all of it is made up and phony. These girls are not giving. Even though I think Tampa was on Netflix was a put on too, at least they could act better or whatever. So again, beautiful women that are in the industry, that's great, but I just can't get into it. FYI, from what I heard, Doubling Down with Dirty Ricos is coming back February 22nd, something like that. I will be reviewing that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Oh, nope. Smooches.